Okay, so we are starting with the revision part. Subject EVS 2, chapter number 6, Stone Age and Stone Tools. Okay, and the highlights of the topic is types and forms of tools according to the type of task. And the second one is Stone Age tools. These are the two important topics that we will be studying in this chapter. Okay. So first we will see the types and forms of tools according to the type of task. Mean which type of tools are being used for doing the different tasks. Yes, we are doing different type of tasks. So which types of tools are being used for doing that task? It is the topic we are going to study now. If we saw a shiny object buried in the ground, what would we do to take it out? What does this mean? If you see, okay, if you're playing somewhere outside in the on the ground, and if you see that there is something shiny object is there, some shiny thing is there in the ground which is shining, which is giving a bright shine, and what you will do to remove it out? Yes, what you will do to remove that object out? You will do some task. Yes, certainly you want to see that object, what is there in the ground, what type of object is that is shining so bright. So to remove that object, what you will do? You will do some task. We would scrape it out with our finger. We may dig a twig to remove it. Even if does not work, we use iron rod to dig it out. Now when you want that object to be removed, what you will do? You will start scraping out with your finger. Yes, you will start scraping out. Scraping means you will start to remove that upper layer of the soil with the help of your finger. And even if it does not work, what you will do? You will take a stick. Okay, wherever the stick is lying, you will take a stick, you will take a twig, and you will start digging out the soil with the help of that twig. And even if that doesn't work, what you will do? You will take iron rod and you will place it under the soil, and you will start digging out with the help of that iron rod to see what exactly that shiny material is there. This shows our need to choose the tool according to the demand of the task. Means this shows that type of tools we are using to remove that object. Yes, our curiosity is very much. Yes, we all are very curious to see what object is there in the ground. So we are using different types of tools to see that object. Yes, to see which object is there inside that soil, inside that ground. Our curiosity increases and we use different types of tools to remove that object from the ground. Now the following four factors determine our choices of tool: availability of resources, minimal use of time and energy, maximum efficiency, skill of handling tools which is acquired through practice. Now availability of resources means whatever resources is there. Yes, a twig is there, a rod is there, or take stick is there. These are the resources which is available with you. And if you want to see that object, if these resources are available with you, you can easily dig with the help of these resources. Minimal use of time and energy means how within how short period of time you can remove that object. Within how less energy is being used to remove that object is known as the minimal use of time and energy. Maximum efficiency means with efficient work. Yes, with efficient proper time and efficient work you can use to remove that object. Skill of handling tools which is acquired through the practice. Yes, if you're having the practice of using that tools, like the twig is there or if iron rod is there, and you know how to use that tools, then it will be easy for you to remove or dig that object. Now, have you ever seen monkeys? Yes, have you ever seen apes, monkeys, chimpanzees, gorilla? Have you seen how do they break their food? Yes, if they want to eat something, if you give them fruit, how they will break? Okay, if they will, if you give something a hard fruit to them, they will break with the help of stone. So in the picture, you can see how the chimpanzee or the apes, they are breaking the food. They are breaking the food with the help of the stone. And even they are digging the ant hole, the ant hills with the help of the twigs. Okay. They start digging the ant holes, and they will start removing the ants, and then they will start eating that ants. Apes like chimpanzee also use stones to break nuts and seeds. They use sticks to stir ant out from ant hills to catch them. Humans too have always been using these tools such as bones, stones, dried twigs, and sticks as tools. Not only these apes, not only these monkeys or chimpanzees, they use these tools, but also we human beings use different types of tools to for making the use of different things, okay, for breaking different things, for breaking nuts, okay, we human beings also use different types of tools. With the continuous and minute observation, experimentation, and their inborn imaginations, humans learned that they could sharpen rods, bones, sticks, and stones into tools to carry out the task more efficiently. Yes, with the continuous and minute observation, when people, if you want to learn something new, what you will do? You will minutely observe how these things can be learned. Yes, you can do experiments with that work, and the imagination with your creativity, humans have been started to learn how to give shape to the different types of rods. Yes, how to sharpen the rods, how to make different types of tools using the bones, sticks, and stones, so that they may carry out the different tasks by using all these tools. They also learned that they could give these objects any shape they desired. Yes, with the perfect imagination, with the perfect observation, and with the help of experimentation, they also thought that they can give any shape, whatever shape they have learned, whatever shape they want. With the creativity, with the imagination, they can give a perfect shape to the objects. Of the tools made by humans thousands of years ago, only the stone tools can be found today. Tools made from bones are rarely found. Okay, the stone tools, whichever the tools were made by the Stone Age people in the Stone Age time, only that tools are now also being seen. Yes, they are now also available. But the tools which were being made by the bones, yes, जो भी bones से tools बनाया था, it has been rarely found. There is no any evidence of that tools. But the stone tools which were made are still there, and people somewhere use these stone tools now also. Can you see the pictures? There are different types of stone tools which were being made by the Stone Age people. And still there are these tools which can be used for different tasks. Now let us study about Stone Age tools. What are Stone Age tools? The period from which mainly stone tools are found is called Stone Age. What is Stone Age? It is a period from which the stone tools, जो भी stone tools था, वो जो particular period में जो मिला था, that is known as the Stone Age period. The Stone Age is divided into three periods on the basis of the shape and types of tools found. Now this Stone Age has been divided into three different periods. Okay, it is divided into three different periods, which is having the different types of tools and different shapes of tools that is been found in these three different types of periods. Now slowly we will start learning about these periods in detail. Periods of Stone Age. The first one is Paleolithic period, that is Old Age. First stone tools were invented in this Stone Age period. Mesolithic period, that is also known as the Middle Age. Tools, bows, and arrows to hunt deers. These type of tools were being made in the second period, that is the Mesolithic period. Third one is the Neolithic period, also known as the New Age. That is the starting of farming. The process of farming took place in this Neolithic period. So let us learn about this period in details. So the first one is the Paleolithic age, means the old Stone Age period. How was the life of the people during the old Stone Age time, and which different types of tools they started to use during this Stone Age time? We will study in this Paleolithic age now. Now Paleolithic age. Homo habilis and Homo erectus, who belong to the old Stone Age, both made their tools using the percussion technique. Okay, now we have learned about Homo habilis people, and we have also seen about the Homo erectus people. Who are Homo erectus people? They were very strong compared to the Homo habilis. Erectus means the people who used to have straight posture, yes, straight body posture, who was having that people used to be known as Homo erectus, and they belong to this Paleolithic age, and they made the tools using the percussion technique. Now, what is percussion technique? In the second picture, you can see, yes, in the second picture, you can see how the stones are being rubbed on each other. Yes, how the stones are being rubbed on each other to obtain the small flakes of the stone. एक एक पत्थर लेके अगर हम लोग दूसरे पत्थर के ऊपर घसेंगे तो क्या होता है, उसके जो फ्लेक्स रहते हैं, छोटे छोटे जो स्टोन्स के टुकड़े रहते हैं, वो नीचे गिरना स्टार्ट होते हैं. दैट इज नोन एज द percussion technique. This technique involves beating or striking one large pebble against another to obtain stone flakes. Yes, in the second picture, can you see how the man is rubbing the stone, one stone to the other stone to obtain the stone flakes. In the fourth picture also, if you can see, yes, if the fourth picture also, if you can see how he is scraping the stone to remove the stone flakes. In the third picture also, you can see how he is hammering the stone to remove the stone flakes. The first tool made in the old Stone Age was this technique were crude. Yes. Now the tools which were made with this technique was crude, means whatever the raw materials were available that time, whatever the natural materials were available during that time, people used all this material to make different types of tools. Now stone, sticks, all these are the natural material which is easily available in the nature. So people used all these stones, all these twigs, all these different types of things to make different types of tools for their own different purposes. Only one side of those tools had sharp edge. Such tools are known as choppers. Okay. Now only one side of that tool is having a sharp edge. Okay. If you can see the picture finished hand axe, the last picture you can see how the edge is very sharpened. Yes, can you see the picture, fifth picture? Yes, how the edge of the first, the very front is very sharpened. Yes, it is having a sharpened edge. Only one side of that that stone is having the sharpened point. Means only one side of that tool is having the sharpened point. They could only be used for breaking nuts and bones. Now what happened, they used to use these types of tools to break only nuts and only bones. He used the flakes of stones for scraping meat from hide, for chopping meat and other foodstuffs, for sharpening wooden sticks, etc. Now that flakes, whatever the flakes he have been obtained by rubbing the stone or by uh, hammering the stone on each other, whatever the flakes were being obtained, that flakes were being used to scrape the meat. Yes, scrape means I have told you, if you scrape, if you cut the cucumber and if you want to remove the seeds from inside with the help of spoon, what you will do? You will start digging out that seeds from the cucumber, and that digging process is known as the scraping of the thing. Okay, now that flakes were being used to scrape the meat from the hide, and they also use for chopping meat and for other foodstuffs. Now the different types of tools which were being made or which were being used in the Paleolithic age was the hand axe, scraper, chopper, grinder, hammer, arrowheads, flakes, and burins. Yes, all these types of tools were being used during that time, and all these tools were being made with the natural, that is the crude material, or with the natural or raw materials whichever been present, whichever been obtained in that nature is known as the crude material. So all these things, all these tools were being made with the help of the natural materials. They lived in a small gregarious family groups called clans. Okay, these people, they used to live in the small families. Yes, and that family used to known as the clans. This family used to be called as clans. They had to find and hunt food. Yes, now they, for finding, fulfilling the hunger, what they used to do, they used to roam about here and there, and they used to hunt animals, and they used to gather the foods of whatever is there in the nature. They used to gather all these things to fulfill their hunger. Once food became death, they moved on the next place. Okay, when the once the food became dearth, means if there is no food, availability of the food is not there, if there is scarcity of the food, so what they used to do, they used to go to the other place, they used to move to other place to find the food, to gather food, to hunt for animals. They used to move from one place to another. Why this would happen? Because where they were staying, there was no availability of the food, there was no availability of the animals, so they were not able to hunt the animals, they were not able to gather the food crops, so they used to move from one place to another in search of the food, or in search for hunting the animals. Now food, Paleolithic age, men hunted and women gathered from around the areas as needed. Flora and fauna were marked different. Yes, men hunted and women gathered from around the areas as needed means men hunted for animals. Yes, men hunted for animals, and women, they started gathering food grains which was there in the surrounding, which was there, whatever the food grains were present in the environment, they started gathering that food grains. Flora and fauna was marked different. Flora and fauna means there were different types of fruits, vegetables, flowers. Okay, animals were there which was very different. Clothing of the Paleolithic age. Clothing was made primarily from fur. Okay, now they used to hunt animals. They used to hunt animals, and whatever the animals, the skin was been covered with a fur. Now that skin they used to remove, and they used to sieve clothes from that fur. They used to sieve the clothes from that skin of the dead animals. The climate during that time was very cold, so people dressed to stay warm. Yes, now during the winter season, when we feel very cold, what we do? We wear sweaters, we wear jackets, we wear scarf. But during that time, there were no availability of sweater, jackets, and scarves. All this fashion was not there during that time. So to keep themselves warm, what these people used to do, they used to make the clothes out of the skin of the dead animals, and these clothes which they used to wear used to keep them warm. They used to protect them from the winter season, from the cold season, from the cold climate. These clothes used to protect them. Culture. Animistic religions, criminal burial, and musical instruments. Okay, animistic religions, they used to make ornaments by the with the help of the bones of the animals. Okay, they used to hunt animals, and with the help of that bones they used to make different types of ornaments which the women used to wear. Criminal burial, ceremonial burial used to be there. In musical instrument, different types of musical instruments were used by these people. Now coming to the Mesolithic age. Okay, we will see how was the Mesolithic age. Now the main features of Mesolithic age is farming communities began to establish. During this period, humans hunted and fished and began to learn how to domesticate animals and plants. The late Mesolithic hunters are known as to be have developed pottery, ceramic objects, and sedentary lifestyle. Now farming communities began to establish. Now when this Paleolithic age has been finished, they started to enter in the new age. Okay, that was the Mesolithic age. Now they started to learn new things. Yes, they started to learn new cultures, because they used to move from one place to another. And wherever they used to migrate, wherever they used to settle, they started to obtain that culture from that particular place. Okay, we take the example of ourselves only. If you want to go, if you migrate in other place, okay, if you go to your native place and when you stay there for 2 to 3 months, what happens? You will also start to take their culture. You will also start behaving like them only. Like that only, these people who used to migrate from one place to another, who used to move from one place to another, they started to obtain that particular culture of that particular place. And by learning, slowly by learning, they started to develop for hunting fish, for hunting, and they started to do fishing also. Yes, they started to do hunting. Yes, the hunting techniques was also different compared to the Paleolithic age. They have learned how to hunt. Yes, what was the proper technique for hunting the animals, and how fishing can be done. They have learned the technique of proper fishing. They also learned how to keep different types of domestic animals, so that these domestic animals would provide them with different types of uh, they would help them. The domestic animals would be very helpful for them. So they started to keep the domestic animals. They started to keep the hens, and because it would give them poultry. They also started to cultivate different type of plants. Why? Because the plants would in return give them different types of fruits, vegetables, and food grains. So they started to learn all these things. The late Mesolithic hunters are known as to have developed pottery. Now, the Mesolithic period, in the Mesolithic period, they also started to learn the pottery. They started to make how to create, how to make different types of pot, how to make designs on the pot, how to create different types of pots. They started to learn about the pottery techniques. Lifestyle of the people. Such a large span of time involved quite bit of variety. Now it took a lot of time for them to get adjusted in that particular place. Yes, because they have come from the very different place, and they have started living in the different place. To take the culture of that particular place, to learn the cultures, to learn the different things of that place, what did they do? It took a lot of time for them to settle down. And because of this time span, they have learned a lot of things. They have learned how to build their own houses, how to live in the houses, how to dress properly. Okay, cultures include gradual domestication of plants and animals, formation of settled communities. People started living in huts instead of caves. Yes, gradual domestication of plants and animals means they started to keep domestic animals. Yes, they started to keep different types of domestic animals, which was very helpful for them, which involved the farming techniques for the people of the Mesolithic age. And they also began to cultivate different types of crops. They started to cultivate different types of plants, which would in return give them food, fruit, vegetables, and food grains. They also started how to settle down. They also learned how to settle down. They started to build small huts. Yes, first they used to live in the caves, and then slowly, when they settled in different places, they learned how to build houses, how to make different types of huts, which would protect them from all the calamities. Can you see the picture of the huts? How these huts were being made? Yes, even somewhere these huts are there. Still, these huts are there, and people are still living in these huts. Now, what were the tools that were being used by the Mesolithic age? Bones and ivory used, blade, core, knife, chisel, triangle, burin, dagger, and points. Okay, all these were the different types of tools which were being used by the Mesolithic age of people. Yes, compared to the Paleolithic age of people, these tools were much more advanced. Okay, and these tools were being used for different purpose of tasks. Now the clothing was also different. Yes, the clothing was also different compared to the Paleolithic age people. How did people adapt to new environments? They made new clothing and new types of tools. How did they make clothing? They sewed animal skin together to make clothing for protection. Now, if the people they used to migrate in the snowy area, okay, in the place where there is lot of snow, so there were different types of animals present in that snow area. Yes, there were bears, there were polar bear, there were yaks. So all these animals were there during that time. So what these people used to do? They used to hunt these animals. They were knowing, they have learned the new techniques of hunting these animals. And when they used to hunt these animals, what they used to do? They used to remove the skin. Yes, the fur coating was there on the body. They used to remove it off properly. They used to clean it and they used to sieve it. Means वो सिलते थे, वो skin निकाल के animals का skin निकाल के वो सिलना चालू करते थे. And they used to make different types of clothing by sewing that skin together, which would protect them from the cold climate and which would give them warmth during the cold climate. Now, paintings of the Mesolithic period of wheel can be appreciated located in the Rajasthan region in India. Now, the paintings were also been made. Okay, when the different types of paintings were being made in the caves. Okay, and these paintings are still there in the caves of Rajasthan. Also, the rock art. Yes, on the rocks they used to make different types of painting, different types of animals picture they used to make on the rocks. This is also there. It is located in the Bhimbetka of India. Yes, these pictures, these drawings you can see, this type of arts you can see in the Bhimbetka caves of India. Now coming to the Neolithic age. Okay, coming to the Neolithic age. Neolithic age means the new age. What life we are staying, what life we are having today is a Neolithic age type, is a type of Neolithic age. The Neolithic age or the New Stone Age was the period in the development of human technology beginning about 9500 BC in the Middle East. Now the New Stone Age life was very different, very different compared to the life of the Paleolithic and the Mesolithic age. Why it was different? Because in the Neolithic age, new technologies, the people started to learn different types of new technologies. Yes, first they used to use the different types of tools, but they have now learned how to use different types of technologies. They have learned the difference between the tools and the new technology, how the new technology will help them to learn new things, how these new technologies will be helpful for them to learn new tasks, to bring new tasks. And their imagination with the experimentation, they started to learn a lot of things about the technology. The Neolithic age was began with the rise of farming, which produced the Neolithic revolution. Yes, in the Neolithic age, what happened? Farming they used to do in the Mesolithic time also, but with the help of new technologies, by learning the new techniques of farming, they started to produce lots and lots of food grains also. Yes, and which gave rise to the new revolution age, which changed the lifestyle of the people in the Neolithic age and ended with metal tools became widespread in the copper age and bronze age. First, they used to use the tools which were being made by the help of bones and stones. But slowly, when everything changed, when they started to settle down, when they started to learn about the new technologies, they ended with all these metal tools, and it became widespread with the help of copper age, and bronze age began to develop bronze items, bronze different types of bronze instruments and different types of copper instrument, copper things, copper tools started to develop. Now the tools which were being used in the Neolithic age was polished and beautiful tools were used. Yes, they started to learn about the techniques of polishing tools, how to polish these tools so it will become more shiny, so it will become more bright. They started to learn about the new techniques of brightening the tools, and they created beautiful tools with the help of bronze and copper. They started to make polished axes, blades, arrowheads, ringstone, sickle, plow, harpoon, and muller. So all these types of tools which were being made with the help of copper and bronze were very beautiful, and they were nicely polished, which gave a shiny texture to these tools. Defining characteristics of Neolithic era. Plant and animal domestication. Yes, they started to cultivate more and more plants. Yes, they also started to use the techniques for cultivation of plants, how the different technologies were there, how agriculture took place. And they also started to keep different types of animals which would be very helpful for them. Settled communities or regular migration within small, well-defined area. Yes, wherever they used to migrate, wherever they used to move, because they wanted to learn new things. They wanted to learn about the new technologies. So they started to move from one place to another, and they started to make a settlement in that particular place. They started to settle down in that particular place. Technologies requiring settlement involve stones for grinding grains, pottery for cooking and storage, metallurgy for agricultural implements, food storage in pottery and in bins made of stones and clays, housing on permanent sites, trash sites where you have large populations, you have a lot of trash and garbage. Okay, stones for grinding grains. How was the technology of the stone tools were made? Yes, stone tools for grinding grains. In the students, have you ever seen most of the South Indian people, they use the stone instrument is there. Yes, the stone tool is there to grind the idli or rice flour, to make the idli or rice batter. Those South Indian peoples, they mostly use the stone vessel is the big stone vessel is there to grind the rice and uh, this rice flour to make the idli batter. Still, these tools are being used in many of the houses. Pottery for cooking and storage. So different types of mud pots are there in which the food can be cooked. In the villages, if you go and see, people still use mud pots to store the food grains, to cook the food. Metallurgy for making agriculture implement. Different types of metals were being used to make the different type of agriculture implements. Agriculture implements means the tools which were being used to do the farm work. So the metal was being used to make this farm implements. Food storage in pottery or in bins made of stone and clay. Yes, in some places, in some houses, still people are using the different types of stone bins. Okay, the clay bins, clay के बड़े बड़े बिन्स बनाए हुए रहते हैं. बिन्स मीन्स ऐसा ग्रेन स्टोर करने के लिए ऐसे मट्टी का बर्तन बनाया रहता है जिसमें हम लोग फूड ग्रेन स्टोर कर सकते हैं, एंड विच इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. It is very helpful during the rainy season. People start to keep the food grains, they start to store this food grain in the clay and stone bins. Housing on permanent sites means wherever they used to move. Yes, even if we move from one place to another, and if we see that there are a lot of things happening in this place, so we also make a permanent settlement in that particular place. हम लोग भी हमारा घर वहाँ परमानेंट बना लेते हैं. Yes, because the lifestyle is very different, the people are very different, we get to learn many more new things, new technology is there, so we also start to develop on that particular place. So these Neolithic people, when they used to migrate from one place to another, they started to learn new technologies. Many changes took place in their life, and they started to settle on that particular place. Means permanent वो वहीं पे रहने लगे, and they never migrated from one place to another. Why? Because the lifestyle was very good, and they when they settled down, they have learned many new technologies, many new techniques. Trash sites means what? Where you have large population. Yes, trash site means what? The population of India is very high compared to the other places. So the place where is large population is taking place is known as the trash site. and there is a lot of garbage. One of the very good example is the Kalyan. Yes, Kalyan is having a very trash garbage place is there. Big garbage bin is there in Kalyan. Settled life, the way we live today, settled in homes, close to other peoples in towns and cities, protected by laws, eating food grown on farm, and with leisure time to learn, explore, and invent, is all the result of Neolithic revolution, which occurred approximately 11.5 to 5,000 years ago. Yes, whatever the life we are living today, whatever the life we are having today, is known as the settled life. Yes, we are all settled in our life. Our parents are well settled. We get proper food. We are having proper house. We are having our own proper house. And all this life is known as a settled life. Means we are not moving from one place to another in search of food. We are not moving from one place to another in search of money. Yes, means we all are having the settled life. And our close ones are very real, very near to us. Yes, there are so many relatives, there are so many natives which we are having close by in our towns and in our cities, and we have different types of laws, different types of rules, different types of regulations, protected laws which we are following. Yes, now the very good example is the pandemic situation is going on. So what did Modi do? He had made certain rules, he made certain laws that we are following properly. But in some places, people are not following, so they are having all these problems. There are many different countries which are having the different laws and regulations. Okay, so we are having all these laws and regulations which we are following properly in the correct ways. We are also having the food grains which have been exported from different places, from different cities, from different farms. We get different types of food grains, and that also in very short time. Most clothing appears to have been made of animal skins, as indicated by finds of large numbers of bones and antler pins, which are ideal for fastening leather. Yes, now the clothing has also been changed. The lifestyle have also been changed. If you see, there are different types of jacket is there. Yes, different type of fashionable jackets are there, which are being made with the skin of the animal and which are been properly pinned, which have been given proper design, which have been given different types of designs on that jackets. Neolithic age people learned how to grow crops. They domesticated animals, insects, and fish to provide meat, skins, and milk. Yes, in the Neolithic age, what happened? People learned different techniques of farming. They started to learn different techniques, new techniques of proper farming, how to cultivate proper crops, how to grow proper crops. So this was the technique they have learned. They also started to keep different type of domestic animals, fishes, insects, which would provide them meat, poultry, and milk. They made the use of statues, monuments, and temples for religion. Now they also started to worship God. They started to worship idols. They started to build temples in the small places, and they used to worship different types of idols. They used to worship different type of gods. Statues and monuments were being made in the Neolithic age. Monumental burial molds, yes, monumental burial molds were being made for different, for burying the people. The places, the monumental were being made. The very good example is the Taj Mahal. Yes, it is a monumental burial place. The place where the people bury. Okay, in the monument where the people bury. The religion was sources. Okay, the first one is sources, burial system, and material remains. Whatever the burial system they used to do, burial system means when the person used to die, they used to bury them, and whatever the material used to remain, they used to keep as it is. Seems ancestral worship, they used to worship different ancestors, perform large number of rites. Large number of rites means they used to go for pilgrimage. Yes, you know that Alan and different types of pilgrimages there where people go by walking for so many days. They keep on walking. Yes, because they follow the different types of rites and rituals. Probably they worship sun, water, and tree. Yes, people started to worship sun. They started to worship tree. They started to worship God. Yes, you can also see your mama must be doing the puja of the tree. Yes, during certain festivals, your mama must be worshipping tree. She must be worshipping sun. We also do Surya Namaskar. So people started to learn about worshipping sun, water, and tree. Believe life after death. They started to believe that even if the person died, he may be born as that particular person. Okay, अपन बोलते हैं ना कि पुनर्जन्म होता है, that is known as life after death. Vessels full of ashes found which shows cremation, musky and saline. They used to keep the vessel. Yes, when the people dies in the Hindu system, in the Hindu rituals, people keep the ashes of the people who die, who the people after death when they die and the body is burned, they collect the ashes and they collect it in the pot, in the mud vessel, and they keep it for some period of time and then they put it in the water. Stone worship, people started to make different idols made up of stones and they started to worship stone gods, worshipping of phallus, human and animal sacrifice. बलि देतो ना अपन. Yes, people started to give human and animal sacrifices for doing some new things, for doing some new work. They started to worship they started to worship the god, the animals and the humans. And that was the end of the chapter. Okay, this was the end of our chapter. So students, everybody has understood the topic. Okay,